So after the SDLC model, we are going for the white box testing. White box testing is nothing but testing each and every line of the code is called as white box testing. Or another way of definition is looking into the source code, check whether each and every line of code is working as expected or not. It is called as white box testing. Then next question is, who will do white box testing? See, mainly here developer will do white box testing. And why it is called as white box testing? Since the code is visible, that why it is called as white box testing. In the simple way, if we need to tell white box testing means developers will do, like for developers the code is visible, that's why it is called as white box testing. And since the code is visible, it is called as white box testing. The developers will do the white box testing. So that why the definition mentioned as testing each and every line of code, it is called as white box testing. So why do you mean by fixing? What do you mean by fixing the defects? See, fixing the defects is the work of the developer. So developer will open the source code, identify the wrong code, and correct the wrong code. This concept is called as fixing the defect. Then when to go for white box testing? As the starting of the project, we can't go to the white box testing. So that's why when to go for white box testing. Requirement should be present. Coding should be done for the requirement. Once after the coding is done, developer should be available because he will only do the coding. So once after the developer should be available, then we will go for white box testing. So how to do white box testing? Give some examples. Type of white box testing. There are 6 types of white box testing. First one is path testing, and it is also called as cyclomatic and complexity. And the next one is conditional testing. It is predicate testing, loop testing, unit testing, testing the code from memory point of view, and last one is testing the code from performance point of view. So first one is path testing, and it is also called as cyclomatic and loop testing. It is simple as that. Like in the definition, here developers will write the flowchart and test on each and every individual path. This is called as path testing. For example, let me take this as a main function. For that, I created 3 subfunction. For that 3 subfunction, I created like 9 childrens. So for example, suppose let me take this one f1. Under that f1, f4 child is somewhat little bit like condition is wrong. So how the developer will go? First, developer will go to the main function. After that f1, through the f1 function, he will go for the f4. Suppose if we take like for f7, it is condition is wrong. So developer will go for the main function first. In that sum function f2, after that he will go for f7. So if f6 is wrong means main function, f2 function, after that f6 function. Like this wise, he will check each and every path where the condition is wrong, where do I need to implement it, like that. This is all about path testing. Sir, am I audible or? Sir?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, sorry. See, this is the real-time example for path testing. Let me take as main function only because it will little bit confusion. Or you can take it as WhatsApp also. See, WhatsApp like chats also present, status also present, calls also present. So for example, sending message is not working. For that one, what the developer will do? First, he will go for main function. After that chat, in chat they will go for send text and they will check why the condition is going wrong, why the sent message is not coming, like that. After that, they will correct the code and they will do the normal function as usual. In the same way, each and every 9 path they will check individually in the real-time example. So let me come for the advantages of path testing. See, in path testing, advantages are developers can find the error in the earlier stage itself. That's the first thing. And second thing is developer can ensure that each and every individual paths are thoroughly tested over here. For if they take the example like this means, here developer can ensure that each and every individual paths are thoroughly tested. After that, developers can ensure that there is no duplicate paths. See, if any another path has been created as send message here means in the advantages line, if anything has been created means you can easily get to know it is a duplicated path or not. So main uses of path testing is these all three are the advantages. So next is condition testing. What is the meaning of condition testing? And it is also called as predicate testing. Why it is called as predicate testing? Let me go into discuss. The definition as it says, here developers will test the code from logical conditions. That is from both true and false condition. This is called as condition testing. See, this is the basic programming to check. For example, let me take if 2 plus 2 is 4. If the condition is true, then it's going to print 4. If suppose the output will come as 5, the condition is false. So it will print as wrong condition or a wrong statement like that. Whatever being mentioned in the system.out.println, that is going to be mentioned. So in the same way, condition testing is as simple as that. See, if condition is present, if the condition is true, it is going to be print the condition. Or else, if the condition is false, it is going to print that false condition. Simple. Here, they took the real-time example, public static void main string, this one leave. See, here they are giving the integer as x is equal to 10. If the value of x is 10, then it's print the value of 10 is x. Or else, if the value of x is equal to 20, then the print the value of x is equal to 20. Like that. If the condition is false, it is not going to be print. This is all about condition testing. Why we should go for condition testing? Chances are there sometimes code might work for true condition and code might not work for condition. Developer will do condition testing.
Jivan, when you are explaining something, no, keep your mouse there. Keep mouse moving there.
Okay, sir, done.
Part where you are explaining. Yes.
In this case, if the condition is working for true and as well as false means it is going to be work. If it is not going to work for true also, if it is not going to work for false also, it's going to be wrong in the code. That's why they will do condition testing in the white box testing. That's it. After that, we will move on to the loop testing. What is loop? Why do you need to test for the loop and all? Here I am going to explain that one. Here, developer will test the loop and ensure that loop is repeating for all the defined number of cycles. This is called as loop testing, and also developer makes sure that terminating condition is working properly or not. See, terminating is nothing but break. Loop is nothing but while loop, do while loop, for loop. In condition, if while loop is lesser than or is equal to 10,000, it need to be print that one. Otherwise, the entire code should be wrong. That's why they will do loop testing in white box testing. See, they will check each and every conditions in the code and as well as breakpoint. Breakpoint should be very, very important to print the output. If there is no breakpoint means they will print the entire thing. That's why breakpoint is very important to print the output. This is all about loop testing. They will do the loop testing to check whether the loop conditions is working properly or not, and as well as break testing is working properly or not. That's it. When it comes to, see here, I just forgot two things. Loop testing, white box testing can be done in two ways: manual testing and automation testing. See this one, manual testing. Here, developer will write the code and test each and every line of the code manually. Automation testing means if loop is run for lack of times, then developers will go for automation testing. If the loop is going to be checked for 1 or 2 programs, 3 programs, 4 programs means we can easily check. If it is going to run for lack of time means manually it is highly impossible. But that's why developers will go for automation testing. Am I clear, guys?
Yeah.
Okay. Why I'm asking means I opened the entire screen, so I am online or offline, which I didn't get to know. That's why.
Yeah, no problem. It's fine.
Yeah, next one is unit testing.
Meaning all other QA guys, you should be responding well in this, because these are the things which not only you are learning here, but you have to do also yourself. So if you are not communicating properly and you are not participating in this demo, then you are missing many things actually. So try to take advantage of these demos. Because QA, you are testing the component or APIs, let's say, but these are the things also you must know. So I am trying to split the activities in such a way so that you can learn from each other. See, everybody cannot demo everything, right? Or everybody cannot prepare everything. So once someone is learning and demoing on particular topic, try to learn that yourself. Is it clear, guys? But I'm not seeing that
Yes, sir.
participation still. You should be thoroughly listening and try to understand, because I'm not seeing any question. Means either you are not listening or you are not understanding any one of those. It's a very vital time. If he is spending 30 minutes of time, he will learn it and pass away. I mean, he will carry on with it. But if you are not focusing, then you just missed it. Basically, again, you have to redo. You have same assignment will be given to you. Then you have to spend a lot of time again on this. Yeah, go ahead, Jivam.
Okay, next one is fourth one is unit testing. Simply we are going to discuss about two flavor. So unit testing definition. Customer will see listen to the definition very carefully. Entire the definition is going to be explained what we are doing in the example. That's it. Customer will give the requirement. That's the first stage. A developer will write the main program for the requirement and write the corresponding test program in the same language. In the definition only they are mentioning that here customer give the requirement for the first time. Then developer will write the main program for the requirement and he will write the corresponding test program in the same language. That means if the main program is done in Java, means the corresponding test program should be done in the same language. That means Java only. And run the test program. See, here he is running the test program again as the main program. See, this is main program and this is the test program. He running the test program again as the main program, where in the test program itself will automatically test the main program and give the result as pass or fail. This one is very jumbled definition, but in examples you will going to learn what is this one. I am going to explain the definition once again. Customer will give the requirement and developer will write the main program for the requirement. By seeing the requirement only, each and every programmer, means each and every developers will write the program. For that one, again he will write the test program in the same language. After that, he will run he wrote the test program, no? By using the test program only, he will run for the main program. Should check whether the main program is working properly or not. What he will do means he will convert the test program for the automatically. So test program will automatically test the main program and give the result as pass or fail. This is called as unit testing. That's it. Collection of test program is called as unit test suite. Some of them will called as suite also. So unit test suite. See, customer requirement is done. Then developer will write the program in Java only, means and they will write the test program in the Java language itself. So they will run this test program again as the main program. So the test program will automatically test the main program and give the result as pass or fail. That's it. If it is going to be fail, means again they will go to the go to the code and they will check the code and they will where the wrong is present, they will modify that code and they will give the new code. Again the same process will go until it going to be passed. That's it. See, here is the main example for the unit testing and it is very important example. See, here also they are doing in 3 ways. For example, let me take it as A. If the test program contains some defects, let me take, if the test program contains some defect, first what they will do, they will correct the test program. After that, they will run the test program again as the main program. Okay. In second case, if the main program is wrong, they will correct the main program first, and they will run the test cases against the main program, and they will give the result as pass or fail in the case 2. Suppose if there is any changing of requirement and as well as the modification in main program, means they will they will change the requirement in the main program, means they will form a new code in the main program, and as well as corresponding test plan should be changed in the same language and run the test plan against the main program. As simple as that. If the test plan is wrong, they will change it, they will clear the defects in the test plan, and they will run them into the main program. If the main program is wrong, they will check the main program and they will run the test plan against the main program. If both are correct and they want to change the requirements, means for the changing the requirement, they will do the main program and they will run the test program for the main program. That's it. See, that's what is going to be explained in both of them, case 1, case 2, and case 3. So this is the example for that case 1, case 2, case 3. See, as simple as that. He is taking as a calculator as an example. See, the main aim of the calculator is to add. See here the condition x is equal to 6. 1 is 1 comma 5. They took the example. 1 plus 5 is 6. It is correct, then it is going to be print. If it is wrong, it is not going to be print. As simple as that. See, in the same way they are explaining the defect also, but if you gone through with this one, means it's going to be confusion for you guys. So this one is the best example. If the test program, same thing, defect, if the changing of the requirement, then you need to run the entire test cases. Once after module A, module B, module C is completely working well, so we'll run the entire test suite for once again to check each and every module is working or not. That's it. This is all about like unit testing. Let's go for testing the code from memory point of view. See, memory point of view means memory. If you got SD card, like tab, or the like ROM, RAM, everything is memory. So same way, how we will going to test the code in the memory point of view. See, memory is very important to write the code or to do any project. If we consume less memory, means we can do some more project. That is what they are going to do over here. See, by changing the logic of the codes of the memory can be improved, because writing logic varies from one person to another person. If I wrote logic for addition, means it is different compared to another person. Another person will view another technique to write the same addition. So if you write the program as easy as that, means memory can be improved. That's it. That's what they are going to be explained over here. By changing the logic of the code, memory can be improved, because writing logic varies from another one person to another person. In the simple way, if we want to take, means for example, I wrote the addition program in 20 lines. So someone has wrote the addition program in 3 lines. So which one you will choose? The 3 lines only, right? That's what they are going to be explained over here. So after that, second point, if there are any duplicates codes and repeating of same codes, there then you want to convert into generic function, user defined function. See, if I am going to printing system.out.println addition, for addition, we are adding 2 objects, we are adding 2 objects, we are adding 2 objects for 4 to 5 times, or making as generic functions, mean it is going to be help. That's it. They are explaining in this second point. Am I clear, guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Then third point is by testing, by using. Yes, sir.
Let me give a little more advice again, right? Especially for the QA team. When you join a company, okay, you see this demo. This kind of demo will be there every week, at least once. This kind of demos will be there, okay. And normally, every 2 minutes or 5 minutes, there will be some or other questions. But if it is a developer demo, then also, if it is a QA demo, then also the DevOps or business analyst. Anything you take example, there will be a demo, and that proves the involvement of the team. Okay, but here what is happening is one person continuously for half an hour, 45 minutes they are demoing, but there is not a single question, there is no single conversation. So it looks like nobody cares about this demo, which is very bad sign, and it shows the QA team, whoever are there, you are also either you are not learning or you are doing something else. Either you are cooking or I don't know what activities you are doing. It is showing that you are not involved in this. So I'm repeating again. I did it 2-3 times in the past also, and I'm repeating again. And really, if you are not taking this advantage, then it is very unfortunate. Same thing happens for the other demos also. Okay, only 1 or 2% I have seen, at least they respond little bit, but which is not enough. As but see, if he is trying to explain a particular point, make sure you also learn that point right away. It is not when your turn will come, that time you will learn. You will not have that much time, you believe me. The assignment which is given to you, that itself you are struggling to complete. For 1 day's assignment, you are taking 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks of time. And when each of these you have to learn, okay, you will feel that you are in a ocean somewhere, and no, you don't know any direction, and it will take 10 years time to learn all these things to get a job. Okay, by that time you will get old. So whatever topics are coming right away, try to listen, focus and learn it. Especially in this 1 hour meeting, whatever you're doing, that is a very productive meeting. Until if you take advantage of that meeting, it is waste for you. That's why I said, I can clearly say many of them are not spending 8 hours of time. It is 100% clearly visible. So I mean, you have 10th March till now again for the next review and the shortlisting. So I mean, if I see there is no involvement, then I would be sorry to say that I mean this internship won't work for you. Just by joining this internship for namesake and claiming I'm doing this internship and you do for 1 hour, 2 hour, it is not going to help you. Because if I see that there is no involvement and you do it for 6 months, and you won't be able to clear the work and you won't get job, that is for sure. Until you learn all these things, how you will get job, and until you are performing, you are able to do this task yourself, how you will get a job. So it will simply for namesake you will complete for 6 months or 3 months, and I mean, as I mentioned before, I won't issue certificate until you complete it properly. Until you show you are capable, you are not eligible for the certificate. The purpose of this internship is to make you capable. Even if you complete in 2 months, you walk away with your certificate and you prove that you have done it. But for namesake, if you are doing, really that is very unfortunate. And I'm constantly repeating that you have to participate in these demos, irrespective which team you belong to. Unit testing, he explained so nicely. Unit testing is mandatory for everybody. UI developer, DevOps, Java developer, and you are a QA. You should know what is the sentiment of the developer, how they are testing. So you can basically, before taking any build for testing, you can talk to the developer and you can reject the build that you have not developed it properly. Don't give it to me for testing. That is the sign of a good quality QA engineer. Before even accepting build for testing, you have a preliminary check, and immediately you can reject the build that this is not ready for even testing. You do your job well, you develop the code properly, and then you give it to me. So I'm telling the harsh words. You don't tell that you did not do your job, but I mean that you have to tell it in a way that you have to do your all basic things first, and then only it is eligible for test. Okay, so if you are not able to become a quality engineer and with this training, then I think it is of no use from your side and my side by spending time so much. And I'm giving all these advices, all this training free of cost. There are many people taking training where I'm charging so much and I'm giving so much of effort on them. And but for you guys, I have selected, assuming that you guys will perform, you will learn yourself, and I will spend my this effort to you. I'm not only giving this 1 hour, but also side by side, whoever has what kind of doubt, that time also I am spending on. And if you are not taking advantage of that, then it is waste for both sides. I am spending this time at least so that I feel happy, or I can show the brand of our training. So at the end, there is some benefit from my side also, right? And you have 100% when you get the job.
Yes, sir. Understand, sir.
Yes, sir.
So please do take
Yes.
it seriously, and very thoroughly listen each word he is telling, every sentence what he is telling. Make sure you understand, and you don't have to go back and learn it again. Right? Learn it right away. You have any question, ask immediately. And that is the involvement you should do. If you do a very productive 1 hour, you will see within 1 hour so much of thing you will learn. Will you do, guys? Let it be
Yes,
a
sir.
question. Don't worry. I mean, we are learning here. You think that I
Sure,
know
sir.
everything, so I'm asking. Don't just get scared or feel that you will be exposed. It's okay. What is that? I mean, at the end, you need to learn and get a job. What is going to happen if you don't know? No problem. See, I'll give you Jivan's example itself. He gave 3 demos first time. All the 3 demos was failed, and I rejected that. I told, no, it will not work in this way. You have to do this way, that way. He spoke to me personally, separately. I gave him more guidances, and now so well he is doing now. So he has taken everything positively, and that is the result we are seeing now. And even I offered him that, I told him that you are capable of doing a Java programmer also. I mean, you can try for a Java developer, not QA. Directly, I'm trying to saying that you could be promoted to Java developer instead of QA, because I see that potential in him. I see that effort what he is seeing, and he has the capability to learn also. At the end, see, we all are human being, and you won't believe. I don't know whether you know it or understand or not. We all are having similar amount of memory and intelligence in average. Few people will be there who are very, very damn intelligent, God gifted, wonderful memory they have. Leave them; those are exceptional cases. But most of us on the same category. At the end of the day, how much effort you have put, that is your bonus. And whoever has done more effort, that is what is your bonus, and you are that much rich or better than the other person. That's all. And if you don't put the effort, then you are always going to go down. Okay, so please, I mean, whatever I'm saying, again, try to listen all this thing in the recorded video and try to change yourself. If you don't change yourself, okay, same way, if you want to go, you after 3 years, after 4 years, you will see yourself same position.
Oh,
Not see anything good happen in your life, in your career. Okay, so yeah, so yeah, Jeevan, please carry on.
Yeah, sir has mentioned some point over here. Sorry if I got it one. See, main program is written by the developer. Here, the test program is written by the QA, our team, test engineers. So, see that bond between us, developers, and as well as test engineers in the simple way. That's it. I'm going to explain what will the developer do and as well as test engineer do in the difference between column in the next pages. Let me going to discuss the path testing first, memory testing first. See, third point we are there. Okay, by using inbuilt or built-in function, memory can be improved. As you all know that, for example, if you write the code for 200 pages is also, let me take that 200 pages. We are going to write the page in the one column. Okay. For that, for the 200 lines of pages also, the inbuilt function is going to be like 3 lines. Means which one you are going to be used? 3-line function only, right? 200 lines of code is very difficult compared to 3 lines of code. So here is the main importance is by using the inbuilt or built-in function, memory can be improved, of course. See, for the example, call sort, call requirement string, call date and time. These are the simple like built-in functions to call all these things. So by using inbuilt or built-in function, memory can be improved. By removing unwanted functions and unused commands, memory can be improved. For example, see here I mentioned login, login. For entire thing, if the login pages is there means it is unwanted, right? That's why by removing unwanted functions means unused commands memory can be improved. For example, let me take as Facebook. You are login for one time. You used that one. After that, you went back from that Facebook page. Again, you click on the Facebook icon means again it will going to ask the login means login email address password means it is waste of time, right? And it is waste of time also for users also, and it is waste of memory for the like memory also. That's why by removing unwanted functions and unused commands, memory can be improved. Next point, by removing the dead codes or unused code, memory can be improved. For example, if you are not using any like any specific code, so by removing that one, memory can be improved. By removing unused variable, memory can be improved. If you are not using some variables over there means by removing that, memory can be improved. That is all about testing the code from memory point of view. Next one is testing the code from performance point of view. So first they will concentrate on the memory point. Now they are concentrating on the performance point, the developers. This all thing is done by the developers. Now they are concentrating on performance. So if the performance is good, then everyone will use it. If the performance is not good, no one will use it. Some of them will use it. So for that one, they are checking for the performance point of view. Here they are checking the code. What the developer has developed, they are checking the code in the performance point of view. Simple. By writing the good logic, memory can be improved. Of course, by writing the good program only, memory can be improved, right? In the same way, by writing the good logic, performance can be improved. If the logic is good, then the performance will work fine. If the logic is good, the WhatsApp will work fine. If the logic is good, Facebook will work fine. Same way, by writing the good logic, performance can be improved. If we are putting some like, if you are, for example, if we enter the Gmail and the password and click on the login, for the login page only, it is taking like around 5 minutes means the performance is not good. After clicking the login, if the interconnection is good, if it is opening in 1 or 2 seconds means the logic is fine, working is fine. So that's what they are doing here. After that, see, by writing should not like means should not use unwanted wait statements. For example, see there for the login itself, for the username they are waiting to check the username is correct or not. For the password they are waiting whether to check the password is correct or not. So it is unwanted time, right? That's what. The next one is instead of using nested if, developers should go for switch cases. See, compared to nested if, switch cases will work first. So instead of using nested if else, they will, if they go for switch cases means we will get the result as soon as possible. That's it. Another way. And OR operator should be used properly while writing the code. If we use this code like little bit wrong means it's going to take more times. So that's what. And an OR operator should be used properly while writing the code. Next one. If more number of code is present, testing the code manually is tough job. So developer will use the tool called as rational quantifier. You should remember this one. Everyone going to use this one, rational quantifier, to test the code from performance point of view. See, if it is 20 to 30 lines of code means it is easy to identify the defects and it is easy to correct that one. So if there is lack of code, it is highly impossible. So that's why developers will use the tool called as rational quantifier for that, to make the job easily. See, for example, if module C is contain the defects, So rational quantifier, if the run, click on the run button means rational quantifier, check whether where the condition is wrong. If it is, if the model C is wrong, they will go for the path testing. See here, they are doing the path testing for that one. Subclasses for that one, subclasses, and once if they find the defects over here means they will try to like try to alter that one or try to modify that one, and they will correct it, and they will again click on the run button, rational quantifier. Until and unless the program is performance is good, they will use this rational quantifier to run this one. See, if we were manually checking for manually a code, suppose let me take it as 1 lakh code, suppose module B is 2 lakh lines of code, suppose module C is 2 lakh lines of codes, by manually it is highly impossible to check. By using this one, we can easily identify the C code. For example, if we take Java program also, for example, we are using Eclipse. You will check each and every line of code whether this code is wrong, this code is wrong. By clicking the run button, it will going to explain that where the like wrong is going to back means where the lines of code is wrong, and you will correct that line only, right? The same way as rational quantifier work in the same basis itself. That's it. Send next question.
1 second, Jeevan. What do you mean by that rational? Is it quantity?
Here is the main thing, difference between, yes, it's a tool. It's a tool. It's like a tool. Suppose if you take a Jira tool means it is also like a tool. It will going to check where the model code is wrong and will going to update over there. That's it. It will pop out where the code is wrong and all. That's it.
Jeevan, got it. Thank you.
I have question, like who will use this? As a tester we will use this, or a developer use this rational quantifier?
You can use also, developer can use also. There's nothing difference between that one. If you want to test the developer code means you will use the rational quantifier. If the developer want to test the code means they can also use the rational quantifier. In the previous days, as we explained in the waterfall model, like those models, there is no difference between tester and developer. Both were involved, means developer were involved in testing and as well as development. So in that case, we can tell rational quantifier used by both of them. Sir, is there anything specific? Sir?
1 minute.
Sir, are you there?
1 minute. Yeah. Yes, Jeevan, tell me.
Yes, sir. Is there any difference between who are going to use this rational quantifier?
Yeah. So
Or
rational rows and rational, it comes up with so many different tools. Okay. So it is a nowadays actually it is not used much, not much popular to be frank. Okay. We used to. I remember we used it heavily in 2002 to 2005 during that duration. I personally used it, and it is a wonderful tool, and it was one of the top 5 tools that time during that generation. And in this, you can manage not only your your manual testing, automation testing, performance, your security testing. So all different aspects of testings are well managed in that. Okay, but primarily it is driven by the QA team, but developers also needed to know, and they needed to also perform it sometimes, because once any application is ready, developer first test it for their initial check. After that, it is handed over to QA. Then QA, when it puts into the tool and automatically many things are verified, so all reports, all statistics and matrices are being displayed there, produced there as a dashboard or in so many different graphical formats, right? So QA team verifies them, and then they come up with the errors or bugs or list of things which can be improved, and then they prepare a report, and then they share it with the manager or the development team. So dev lead needs to verify that how much of them are really reasonable to do and how much is not reasonable, or how much they should put in, because it is an investment also again, right? Fixing the bug or improving the things. So they take a call, and then they decide, there will be a discussion between QA team and dev team, and then they decide out of 100 bugs or topics, how many they should implement. Few would be bug and few would be improvements. Okay, so that is why QA team while it is must for dev leads and developers also it is required, so that they can go there, see what is the problem, understand and do their development accordingly. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It is similar to, I can compare with a simple example. Jira, stories, epics, and everything is created by product owner or business analyst. But I'm giving you training on that also, so that because creating a story and it is a learning point. You are not going to do throughout your project, but once you have learned it, you know how things are happening. But at least in order to do your work, you have to refer those stories, you have to create the task. But if you are not hands-on in Jira, then what will happen when you join a company? You will take 10 days to learn that Jira, and by that time your report will go bad that this guy is not good, and these the people will not be shortlisted or they will be. So your efficiency also is depending on this kind of tools what you need to learn. Clear?
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
So next concept is different. This is the last concept. Next concept is different between white box testing and black box testing. See, in the simple way you are going to understand means white box testing is done by developer. Black box testing is done by test engineers. In the simple way, what I am going to explain is, see, white box testing, black box testing. Let me take move two columns. See, here the code is visible because the developer is doing that one. For the developer, the code is visible. See, it is mainly done by test engineer. Here the code is not visible for the test engineers. So it is done by developers. It is done by test engineer. See, white box testing is done by developers and black box testing is done by test engineers. Black box testing I'm going to explain in upcoming classes because it contains like 12 to 13 flavors. So it will take around, for the one flavor, it will take around 20 to 25 minutes. So I'm going to explain in next classes. So white box testing is done before the software is developed, of course, because developer need to check before check the code before the software is developed. So here it is done once after the software is developed. Once after the developer develop the software and give the software only means, then we are test engineers going to be test that one. As simple as that. Then here we will find the error in the code. Here we will find the defects in the software. That's it. So here you check logic of source code. Here we'll check the functionality of the software. Developer, the code is visible, so you need to correct the code. So you will check the logic. Here the code is not visible. If the software is not working properly means, here we will check the functionality of the software. That's it. Knowledge on the internal design is required because he is developing some code means the knowledge of internal design is required for him. The knowledge of internal design is not required because we are not developing anything. We are just simply checking that one. For us, internal design is not required. Programming knowledge is required. Programming knowledge is not required. This means for the testing, the programming knowledge is required to write some test cases and all. For the development range of programming knowledge is not required for the test engineers compared to developer. So that's what. Then when we next topic is black box testing. When we'll go for black box testing, simple. Requirement should be present. Coding should be done by the developer. Then white box testing should be done by the developer. After that, software should be installed into the server. After that, test engineer should be available. Once after software is installed to the server, then only test engineer will get access to test the software. So that is what I'm going to explain in the next upcoming classes. This is all about white box testing, guys. In tomorrow classes, we are going to learn about black box testing. It is very important topic, and as well as in the basis of that one only, each and every software should be tested in the daily basis, and in the upcoming generation also they will test in the same way as I think. That's it. Thank you, guys. Is there any doubt?
No, Jivan.
So very good presentation, Jivan. Once again,
Thank you, sir.
okay, keep it up. So
Thank you, sir.
two verticals you are covering. One is in the design pattern.
Manual testing, yes, and design pattern.
Design pattern. So design pattern is helping you to learn Java, right? So
Yes, sir.
the way I planned for you that both side by side you can learn. So you
Yes, sir.
basics of Java programming also you learn now. while you are
Yes,
doing
sir.
design pattern,
Yes, sir.
and you are revising your all theoretical concept on manual testing.
Yes, sir.
And do you have any certain estimate how many more demos are pending for manual testing?
Yeah, I think this week I'm going to complete that one manual testing. After that, shall I move on SQL?
No, after that you try and for this one for your design pattern, how many are pending now?
Design pattern is going to take another 2 weeks, sir.
Another 2 weeks. No worries.
That
Let
because
that happen.
I need to watch more than 2 to 3 videos to understand that one, and 2 to 3 definitions for that one. That's why.
Yeah, no problem. But you know what you are learning, that is a gold you are getting actually, gold and diamonds.
Okay, sir.
Keep doing that. And yeah, once you are done with the manual testing this week, what will be good is now start practically on the automation testing.
Okay, sir.
Remaining you will do, but you know because your primary is automation testing, these were all preliminaries.
Okay, sir. Who are all doing the automation testing for that one right now?
Right now, automation testing in QA, no one has started effectively. So you have to
Okay.
do the API testing first. After API testing, you will do the automation testing.
Okay,
So
sir.
next
Okay.
week you can start API testing.
Okay, sir. Done.
All right. Okay, guys. Anything from anybody? Any more point you want to bring up?
Sir, I want to give demo on how API testing.
Okay. So put it in the Excel file. Then I'll call out.
Sir, I did that.
Okay. So give me
Uh,
so I will come back with the next slot. I will
okay,
Okay.
sir. Sir, could you please record that Afrina's assignment so it will be helpful for me in my API?
yeah, I'm recording all sessions, so I will be posting. It may take some
Okay.
time, but I will post it.
Okay, guys. Christiana is waiting in the 12 p.m. meeting, so we need to join immediately.
Yeah, please join that. I may not be able to join that meeting. I may come little late. So you guys carry on that meeting, okay? Thank you. Thanks.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.